Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. President Obama's job performance. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. About an hour from now, Barack Obama will deliver his farewell address. After 8 years in office, he believes he has been successful. Others dissent. Wall Street Journal editorializing today, quote, "Yet Barack Obama's presidency has been a disappointment at home and abroad. A fact ironically underscored by Mr. Obama's relentless insistence that he has been a success," unquote. So now Talking Points would like to assess and present the facts about President Obama on the job. First of all, some of you believe that I, your humble correspondent, have been too easy on Mr. Obama. Over the years, I've received letters like these. Matthew Richards, Natick, Massachusetts. Mr. O, I didn't realize that you were the new spokesman for the White House. Lorene Rorex, Johnson City, Tennessee. Bill, you threw softballs at the president. You are losing your edge. Marvin Dorfman, Monroe Township, New Jersey. O'Reilly, why are you defending President Obama? Talking Points replies this way. I've been fair. I haven't bashed the president. I've not attacked him personally. Have not bought into the opinion that he wants to damage the USA. Have not bought into that. What I have done is analyze what he's done in a fact-based way. So let's take a hard look at that. We'll begin with President Obama, the person. Certainly as half African-American, he's a historic figure. He's given hope to many minorities and others who see him as a person with little advantage in his early life, who, through hard work, rose up to become the most powerful man in the world. That is a very positive thing. Mr. Obama is a role model for success. On the negative side, inexplicably, the president has not improved the economic or social situation of most poor minority Americans. There's now more poverty in the USA than there was when he took office. Black home ownership down on his administration. And racial division way up. Groups like Black Lives Matter have polarized blacks and whites, and Mr. Obama welcomed that radical group to the White House. Kind of a mystery to me why Barack Obama did not concentrate more on solving the poverty problem. Key to that is keeping families intact. At one point, I expected Mr. and Mrs. Obama to make that theme one of their top priorities. It never happened. Poor education in the inner cities, a lax view on narcotics, and the president's muted support of the police have all contributed to chaos in poor neighborhoods. Now let's take a look at the health care situation. Mr. Obama's vision is good, that all Americans should have access to quality health care. But the execution of Obamacare put a steep burden on working-class families. As we all know, health insurance premiums way up, deductibles way up, and doctors accepting the health mandate becoming fewer and fewer. There's no question Obamacare will be repealed under President Trump, and we all have to hope that the Republicans will put forth a better plan. On the economic front, Mr. Obama did a good job in his first year, stabilizing the economy, which was in free fall because of the mortgage con that led to the recession. For example, he made the right decision, bailing out some American car makers who have since repaid the feds. But then Mr. Obama shifted into massive income redistribution mode. That meant taxes went up, regulations went up, welfare payments went up, and the economy stagnated. For 8 years, wages and the economy stagnated. That's why Donald Trump won. The economics on President Obama's watch were not successful, period. Now, let's go overseas. There, the president made 5 major blunders. The worst one, withdrawing all U.S. troops from Iraq. That led to the rise of ISIS, which Mr. Obama ignored. And now we have a disaster not only inside Iraq, but worldwide. Second, Syria. After the tyrant Assad used poison gas on innocent people, babies, kids, Mr. Obama threatened Assad. But the threat was hollow. The president did nothing. So hundreds of thousands of Syrians have been killed, brutalized, or have fled the country. That's destabilized Europe as the migrants pour in and led to even more terrorism on the continent. On the Russia front, Mr. Obama was totally impotent in the face of the tyrant Putin. The former KGB officer did exactly what he wanted to do, including invading countries and hacking into the American political system. Also, the Chinese don't fear Barack Obama and have now made the South China Sea international waters their own. They took it over. Chinese have also undermined the American economy, as Donald Trump has so often pointed out. Finally, the nuke treaty with Iran, still debatable. What is not debatable is that Iran is the primary sponsor of terrorism in the world, including the direct destabilization of countries in the Mideast and Afghanistan. The Iranians do not fear Barack Obama. In international matters, it's clear President Obama believes global warming is more important than stabilizing and protecting the world in the face of a global jihad. Now, global warming is real. Climate change is happening. But Mr. Obama's vision of hurting certain economic sectors in America in order to lessen fossil fuel intrusion cannot possibly work unless countries like India and China do the same thing. And as everybody knows, they are not. So Mr. Obama imposed regulations that hurt the American economy, knowing full well that climate change wouldn't improve worldwide. Does that make any sense? At this point in history, 2/3 of the American people think America is on the wrong track. But they still like Barack Obama. His approval ratings are above 50%. That is to the president's credit. He's put forth an image of responsibility. But as the nation's leader, Mr. Obama has not improved the economy to any significant extent, has not diminished poverty and poor education, has not brought Americans together, and has used the power of this great nation in a way that has created mayhem abroad. That is the historical record. It has nothing to do with ideology or wishful thinking. It has everything to do with performance. And that's a memo.